Hello. Welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 255. This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
And this is Sam. This is the Tutor episode where we try to teach you something new. What are we talking about, tutoring about?
I have a cold.
I know you do.
It sucks. I'm putting a cough drop in.
I'm sure they could hear that too.
Did that for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I woke up with a cold.
I like how I tell you every time that we don't do that on these episodes and you still do it.
And, see, did I wake up with a cold or I go to bed with a cold? I woke up like this.
Yeah, you said you kind of felt stuffy yesterday, though.
So I went and got a massage.
Yeah.
I got a massage, and while I was at the massage, he worked me so well that, like, you know, when you're on your chest for, like, hour,
Mm-hmm.
your nose gets all clogged up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, which is, like, common for me every time I go. And I get done, and I was talking like I had a cold, which is also pretty normal for when I'm done with a massage, because usually I'm just royally fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went out afterwards, grabbed dinner, had a couple drinks. And I just felt like how I felt after a massage, just like drained, you know, like just drained.
Yeah.
Like body's recovering. I should have done an Epsom salt bath probably,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't. Then I woke up with a cold.
Mm-hmm.
Shitty.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Shitty. But when we're done with this, I'm going to take an Epsom salt bath.
Mm-hmm. That'll be good for
Yeah,
you.
I'm so excited.
That's good.
I'm so excited. How much stuff do I put in the water?
2 cups.
2 cups of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Okay. It's gonna be good.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
What are we talking about today?
So, what is it? Saturday we trained with the boys. Yesterday.
Shaun, what are we tutoring on?
So we talked 2 weeks ago
Mm-hmm.
about vision.
Yep.
Last week we talked about planning.
Yep.
This week we're talking about execution.
Yes. So, like, habits.
Can be
Yeah.
habits.
Yeah. What else?
Routine.
Okay.
Stop being a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it?
That's what I got.
Okay, cool. That's all we need, right? Can just end this episode right here.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's like yesterday when we were training,
Mm-hmm.
Haas and I ended with five minutes of push-ups.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, man, I do this. It's easy. 5 minutes max effort push-ups at the end of your workout. And I'm like, easy. And Mason's like, easy. And Haas like, no. Simple, not easy. Like, and that's what execution is.
I like that.
Simple, not easy.
Yeah. Would you start off with, or I said habits first?
Yeah.
So obviously having good habits. Time blocking is probably one of the biggest things I would say that would help you accomplish your goals. Especially if you're doing like the 12-week year, to time block out what your plan is like throughout the day. Our phones are a huge distraction. Emails, phone calls, texts, notifications, all those are huge distractions. So it's best to have those not near you during specific times, and let the people around you know, like, especially with like emails or texts, like, okay, I only respond from 11 to noon or 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's an emergency, contact this person, they'll come tell me.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I will not respond until those times.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one good thing, would be time blocking. And then Shaun and I like to make like a list of priorities pretty much. So Shaun has his 5 priorities a day. And if he gets them done, then he gets to win the day. But then also below his priorities, he lists out like everything else he has to do in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good, because if we're just having all this stuff float around our mind, it's going to affect us working on the other stuff. So like, this is why we talk about dump lists all the time. So you can help clear your mind and focus on the task at hand. I highly suggest doing some type of priority list. Otherwise, you're just going to work on things that don't actually push you towards your goals. Today, I was researching podcast stuff. But we don't necessarily need any of it because our podcast is functioning fine right now. It's not low quality, but it's not high quality. It works. So me spending 2 hours researching podcast stuff did not get me closer to any of our goals.
Right.
And it should have been something that I did like later in the day, not at the beginning of the day when my mind is more focused.
Right.
And I didn't make out a list of priorities until after I was researching for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But during that time, I did get 3 episodes edited.
Nice.
I just now have to upload them. Nope, I only got 2 downloaded. So I can upload 2 of them tonight.
Nice.
But still, I shouldn't have been doing that. It wasn't a priority.
Right.
So that just goes to show, like, if I would have mapped out my priorities either last night or this morning, I could have had a better plan of attack today and not have wasted time. Shaun, when do you write your priorities? Is it both at night and in the morning?
Yeah, I write some the night before, and then I'll fill the rest in the morning.
So habits are very good. Obviously, like, doing other things to help keep your mind focused. Working out is a good one. Especially, like, I work my regular job all day, so it's a lot better for me to work out on lunch because then it kind of rejuvenates me to get through the rest of the day. And then when I get home, I'm not, like, dead tired because I just did a workout.
Right.
So that's really nice. But working out, it has to be a priority on everyone's. Doesn't matter what kind of workout it is, you have to work out. It just helps clear the brain so much. Helps your stress levels, your hormones. It's a really good thing. I, in my journal, have a habit tracker, so I keep track of everything I do. So I have working out on there.
Were you just telling people they need to work out?
Yes. Were you not listening to me?
No, I was. I was just like unpacking that for a second. You're just like, everybody needs to work out.
Well, yeah, it's good for the mind.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. And people take it more seriously if you're fit.
That is also true.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I keep track of how much water I'm drinking, if I post it on Instagram, which that one's been slacking. What else do I track? There was something really important actually that I track. Oh, if I read 10 pages of a nonfiction book, which that's also something I highly recommend. It is good to continuously learn, but make sure if you're learning it, you are executing it.
Right.
What kind of habits do you do?
Give it 5:30 and cold shower.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Then I roll right into cooking food.
Mm-hmm.
I get food for me and Mimi cooked. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I would do like an hour of exercise in the basement. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday evenings, I go to class for jiu-jitsu. I guess I lift weights. Well, I lift weights like 3 to 4 days a week, but I don't have like time scheduled. I just get them in when I can get them in.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a habit.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, it's not a routine. Yeah, so yeah, 3 to 4 days a week, 2 to 4 days a week, I get my lifts in. And then habits. What else I do? Take Mimi on some dubs. Work-wise,
I mean, anything.
I don't have any.
I don't know if there's any habits that you really necessarily have to have for work, but just things to like keep your body good and going and clear and focused. So like you drink a lot of water.
Oh, yeah.
Sean drinks a lot of water, working out. You have a routine in the morning. I do not.
Oh, yeah, habits. I guess I get massages quite often. Chiro. Yeah.
So yeah, there's habits. I would say more is to keep your body and mind in a good place. So, like, that's why all of mine are basically health things. And even, I mean, I do keep track of if I'm reading 10 pages of a personal growth book, because that is something that's good for your mind to continuously learn. So the next would be a routine.
Yeah.
Shaun obviously talked about his morning routine. I've been slacking and need to get on one. But having a routine, especially in the mornings, it just helps your body get up and go on autopilot. It's really good for you to do the same thing every single day, because then you can just get up and go. And it's how easy is it to get out of bed when you have a routine?
If I don't get out of bed, then I can't get it done. So I gotta get out of bed.
Yep.
That fucking sucks. It's not fun.
No. But yeah, get on some type of routine. Do something that'll probably, like, help you mind-wise. I've been trying most mornings to drink at least 8 to 16 ounces of water before I even have any coffee. That is one thing that I make sure I do. Just because it is better for your body to start with water than coffee.
Some people say like 40 ounces.
Yeah, a lot of people say a lot more.
But I usually pound a glass, 16 ounces.
Yeah. Do you have any other routine stuff? Not really.
No, I mean, class is at 6. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's about it. For routine, though, I want to get a lot better with it. I used to do it a couple of years ago. I used to have a good routine. But I want to get another one and just time block and routine out so that I could do my morning shit. I could go to the office and I can do my priorities. Whether maybe maybe it'll be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or a Tuesday, Thursday, I'm thinking, for my like office time and my priorities. And then maybe 2 days, the other 2 days, maybe I'll be in the field or something. I'm not entirely sure yet. That's how I used to do it. I used to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday would be like stable living work. Tuesday, Thursday would be construction work. And I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm going to, but I want to get into a routine again and get that figured out. Because routines are nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good. So, why would you say routines are good?
Because you don't have to think. You know what you're going to be doing. And so, there's a lot of dead time with uncertainty. And like I have it a lot when I like if I gotta like go to the job site to help out and I didn't plan to do that. And so like I change my clothes either like when I get there or like right before I go. I'll change my clothes and like work clothes, and I'll get there and there'll be a couple hours left in the day or whatever. It's a lot harder for me to like get into it and get rolling because I'm like, what do we got going on? And I'm like trying to drop my other shit I need to get done. I'm trying to like figure out my brain how the fuck I am still going to get that other shit done, And so the routine wise, like, but when I know when I knew I was working Tuesday, Thursday, it was just, that's what it was. It was like the other shit didn't matter, and the same thing, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the construction shit didn't matter. I was waking up the next day to do it. So like, it's just, when you have a routine, you know what to expect, you know what's coming up. So you're able to put forth all your attention to it.
Yeah, you don't use as much brain power if you have a routine. Same with scheduling, like just scheduling out your days ahead of time, like hour by hour especially, is really good. One thing we read in the 12-week yearbook was if you accomplish 20% more if you have it scheduled out. So when Shaun has to just like show up at a job site, let's say, and doesn't have it in his schedule, or it's not scheduled out what needs to be done, then you're going to get 20% less done. Just because it's a lot of trying to figure out what's going on, what needs to be done, who needs to do what. Like, it's a lot of stuff that wasted time pretty much.
Right.
So yeah, that's routine. What was the other things you said? Habits, routines.
I don't remember.
That's real great.
I'm sorry. So habits, routines. Oh, it was I think stop being a bitch.
Was that one of them?
I think that was the next one.
Oh, okay.
Consistency, and there was something else.
Yeah. You can see how tired we are. A very big thing about execution is having discipline, not motivation.
Yep.
Because once you have these habits and routines down, then you can just go on autopilot and do it. So then your brain is more like, okay, I have to do this because I do this every day. So then you just do it. It doesn't give your brain a chance to start making excuses of why not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, really important to have discipline. Because honestly, like today I probably wasn't as disciplined and I probably wasted 4 hours of my time. You know what I could have done that 4 hours? A lot.
Yeah, I wasn't disciplined today.
No, you.
I watched like 2 movies.
Yeah, Shaun did. It is good to, have, I think, some relaxing days because you and I are usually so go, go, go. But
yeah, it was nice. It just Jones. Yeah. What do we got? 17 minutes in? Jesus fuck.
We've had shorter ones before.
Execution is literally this simple. In times of strength, put in place systems and processes or things so when you're in times of weakness, you can still perform the work. That's it. You just, when you have motivation, when you have strength, put shit into your schedule, change things in your life, set things up, whatever, so that when you're fucking lazy, you can still execute.
Yeah.
That's it.
Basically.
Yeah. Because there's so much shit I don't want to do. And that's why I put it on my priority list. 5 priorities to win the day. I don't want to fucking do them. That's why they go on the list. So they get done. And they're the things that like move me forward, that make me better.
Dude, and there's times like there's multiple days that like Shaun will be like, I'm not gonna win the day, and I'm just like, okay, how do we do it? What do we need to do? And I'll help him push to finish those things.
Yeah, I got done Friday. Almost last Friday.
Yeah, what did you need to do Friday?
Exercises.
Yeah. And we were gonna watch a. Oh no, because I convinced us to watch a movie, so then you would do your exercises. Oh no, you did some before the gym, but then you wanted to just go to bed, and I was like, no, let's watch a movie.
Right.
So then you're like, okay, then I can finish my exercises. It worked out.
Yep.
That's another thing about execution, I would say, is having like someone to lean on and to talk to, like an accountability partner.
Yeah.
It is good to be a part of a group, if you can. They do say peer groups. What is it? You're 80% more likely to accomplish your goals.
So if you're in a peer group, you're 80% likely to make your goals. If you're not in a peer group and you're doing it alone, you're 10% likely to
accomplish
succeed.
Them. Yeah.
Remember when we used to play volleyball?
Do you miss it?
I don't think I miss it. I was just like, damn, dude, like.
You haven't had to do that motion in a while.
No, it's weird. I bet you I'd feel like shit doing like an overhand serve.
Dude, yeah.
It's been years.
Anyways, that's not what this is about. Now you just made me lose my train of thought.
You were saying winning the day.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about winning the day, and then I was saying something, and then you were doing your arm thing. I am never allowing you
I'm sorry.
to go work on anything before we podcast again.
Should have been our priority, babe.
It really should have been a priority.
Should have been the priority.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just for reference, it's like 8 o'clock at night, and my brain is mush, and I'm ready to go to bed.
Damn, dude, it's late, isn't it?
Yeah. Shaun didn't go home until 7.
Damn, that's late.
Yeah. Which this just shows, right? We're disciplined enough to make sure we get the podcast done and post it for tomorrow.
Even though we don't necessarily want to.
I wanted to go to bed. I wanted to go to bed so badly, but I said, no, we got to do it. For
That's how
our
it goes.
7 top fans.
All right. There's nothing else. Like, execution is just fucking being disciplined and doing the work. Go ahead.
If you have to, listen to Shia LaBeouf, the Just Do It.
Just do it.
Just do it. Anyways.
It's you can put things in your schedule at certain times so it becomes routine, so you can go on autopilot. That's even better. You can do little things to build up habits, to roll that into bigger habits and better habits. Like our diet, we've been through habit of changing our diet, been progressing it for 5 years to get it better.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit, it just stacks on each other. Like our diet 5 years ago, what we used to eat compared to now,
It's wild.
we've been God, that's so shitty. We wouldn't eat that.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't eat that consistently, you know?
Yeah.
That's the big thing is we would eat it occasionally, we still do, but we wouldn't eat that consistently. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Wasn't there a little bit of a time? I thought it was right before 75 Hard that we were going to Burger King a lot.
Oh yeah, we were, dude.
And then 75 Hard happened, and we're like, okay, we're done.
We would hit up Burger King a couple times a week.
Mm-hmm. It was bad.
Oh my God, dude, it was bad.
I haven't had Burger King since before 75 Hard.
I know, but don't you miss it?
No,
Me
actually,
neither.
I don't.
I don't at all.
No.
Man. But that was our cheat.
Yeah.
We still had all of our normal meals, and then we would go get the 2 for $5 chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
And we would get those twice a week.
Mm-hmm. They were so good.
God, they were good. But anyways, that's all it is. You're just building on your habits, building in routine and scheduling, getting your discipline down, and proving to yourself you can win. Mm-hmm. Setting a priority list. Another big thing you can do is write down a dump list. Get everything out of your mind on paper. Then go through, relook at that list. What's priority? And list out the priorities. Make a new list starting from the top all the way down with all the priorities. Mm-hmm. So get everything out of your brain. Put it on a piece of paper. Then get a new piece of paper. Write down from top to bottom the most important to least important. Then start throwing those into your daily priorities to get them done.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah, and doing it that way too really helps. They say a lot of times we feel overwhelmed because we're just we have too much going on. We're too overloaded with things that need to get done. Blah 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 blah. When I was writing our property management book, mm-hmm. I kept postponing it because I was there's just so much I have to do. I can't do this. I have too much to do. Once I broke it down into sections of okay, I need to work on this. I broke it down into simpler tasks. And once I did it that way, I was able to get half of it done in 2 hours. And I was this was so dumb. Why did I postpone this?
Right.
The total thing only took me probably 6 to 8 hours. So that would have been one full work day if that was my full-time job. But instead, it took me a month and a half because I just felt so overwhelmed by just the idea of making a property management notebook. So that's why dump list is really important because it can help, especially I know women's minds. We just constantly have lists of things that we need to do going on in our brain. So if you just put it on paper, then you stop thinking about it. You're just okay, I know it's on the piece of paper. I'll get to it when I can fit it in my schedule. And even then, like once you get it on paper too, you can be like, okay, how can I break this down into smaller chunks so it can get done? And that is a really easy and quick way to start getting some stuff done.
Cool.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm ready for bed.
All right, guys. Go execute some shit.
Next week, I think we'll talk a little bit more about financial stuff.
I guess so.
I know we said that at one point we would talk about finances again at the end, so.
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
All right. Bye.
We got one more podcast in 2023. Two more. Nope. Three. Nope. One more Tutor podcast in 2023.
Wow.
My brain it just went haywire. One more Tutor podcast of 2023.
Good job.
There we go. 3 podcasts left.
Yep. All right, guys.
Get after it.
Bye.
See ya.